You are a leader. And if a leader could stand up and say, because the society and members of the society, which is our rights, are agitating for removal of a law that we believe is unfair and has no place in our books, how can the leader of the nation say, well then, remove the law for murder? All I will tell the Prime Minister is that you are a leader of a country and you must listen to people. And what you say must not bring about anger. What you say must not lead to what I want to call the kind of discourse that is necessary in a democratic country. The Prime Minister has his right to say what he has to say, and we have a right as citizens to disagree with what the Prime Minister say or to disagree with any.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, feel free to contact me at 339-1670, or you can call my office at 237-3135 after 10 a.m. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, up the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you that are on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like and share as we go live. Those of you on YouTube, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. Now, viewers, Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody seems to be talking about the hurricane in Bahamas. But I want you to keep in mind, when we needed help and outside were helping us in Trinidad and Tobago, our now Prime Minister and the PNM government that are presently in power refused help from the UN. So just keep that in mind as we go along with tonight's show. National Trade Union Center Century General Secretary Michael Aniset, alongside other union members, delivered a letter today to the Attorney General Office for the removal of the sedition law. Michael Aniset is calling on the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago to sit with them to discuss the sedition law for the best interest of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Michael Aniset also noted that they have 3 attorneys that have agreed to work with the trade union movement to challenge the constitution of the sedition law.
So the time has come for us to say enough is enough. The time has come for us to call on the government to let better sense prevail. Honorable Prime Minister, right? And leadership is when you are big enough to say, well, hey, I make a mistake, I made a mistake. Let us sit down like mature people and discuss this law in the best interest of Trinidad and Tobago. And I want to put on our records that we have 3 attorneys that have agreed to work with the trade union movement to challenge the constitutionality of this.
Now, viewers, listen to this. We have the freedom of speech as a citizen in Trinidad and Tobago. Freedom to speak, freedom to talk, freedom to say what we like and what we want because of the fact that we have the freedom of the press. Now, the Sedition Law or the Sedition Act, sedition, muzzle. So when we try to talk out, we could be charged. Someone would want to muzzle us. Now, how can we have the freedom of speech if we have the Sedition Act in effect? Who are we fooling? Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I don't really understand the present Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, you know. I really don't understand this man. This man always selfish and always supporting things for his own personal benefit. You understand? Imagine the Sedition Act have been used against Mr. Butler. The root of the OWTU. And that man still had the belly to stand up Labor Day and rate the butler so high, right? And the next thing too is either we keep the Sedition Act and get rid of independence.
True.
Right? But I would prefer really keep the Sedition Act and get rid of independence, because them politicians, them causing havoc in Trinidad and Tobago, thieving, cheating, everything. That is my view. This is what I have been seeing every day. You cannot want to be independent and want to be under the Queen at the same time. But I always thought it was understood that when we get independent, that is no more. I don't feel we have to go before any court to get rid of that. It automatically is no more when you become independent and you're a country of democracy. You understand?
Yes.
So thank you very much. The man who invoked that law in this day and age, something wrong with he. Something really wrong with that person. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Ali.
Thank you, my friend. The Sedition Act or the Sedition Law, I believe it is 117 years old. So having this law in effect, how can we truly have freedom of speech or freedom of press if we have the sedition law in effect in Trinidad and Tobago? I would like some intelligent lawyer or a judge or a magistrate to call in Real Talk and explain this to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, because we have the right freedom of press. I have the right to speak out on issues that are hampering citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to hear from you. Should we remove the Sedition Act or the Sedition Law, or should we remove the freedom of speech? Are we contradicting ourselves, or are we fooling a population? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead.
Did you see the news just now with the people we have the dead in the mortuary? How the lady said one of she family died and they have it in the mortuary. The man head big like a television.
Wow.
Mr. Saieed, down to the dead Rowley and had him rested in peace. Oh, geez, this man is a blight.
Thank you, my friend. I ask you again, and I want you, the citizen, the concerned citizen, who wants to know more about the Sedition Act or the Sedition Law versus freedom of speech. How are we to speak freely and to act freely if we are being muzzled on the side? So which side of the fence is Trinidad and Tobago really on? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead.
Saieed, we're talking about independence and we're talking about sedition. But that independence parade that we just have every year is the same as the colonial days. The only thing different with that is the colonial people. Because why I'm saying that every country that rules under communism portray that same type of demonstration where the leaders like Kim Jong-un and
Yes.
Castro and all them would stand up on podiums and display all their weapons and arms and ammunition, the military and all kind of thing.
Yes, yes.
And that's what we call in independence in Trinidad and Tobago. So if we as a people cannot change the way we display our independence and just replicate the colonial masters, and then we're not independent and we just like all of them. And I wonder in something here now. Now Satmaraj was charged about nearly 6 or 7 months under the same Sedition Act. You didn't hear nobody come out. Nobody wasn't saying anything. He have to take it on his own to fight this straight up to the Privy Council. Watson Duke now get charged with it. And within 2 days, the whole country, and well, not the whole country, all the trade unions and everybody coming to support and talk about sedition now. But we had to look at how things really operate in this country. So, like I say, if you don't know your parents in this country, make sure you know your place. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of it.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, every caller have the right to their comment And the comments they are making is because we are dealing with the issue that is facing Trinidad and Tobago. Now, the Sedition Act and the freedom of speech, it draw my attention. If we have sedition to muzzle and to hold down, right? And then we have the freedom of speech to express. So I was like, wait now, boy, something wrong here. How can we talk freely and then they want to muzzle we? Or they want to muzzle we because we have the freedom of speech. What is really taking place? Which one is really in effect in Trinidad and Tobago? Because I have the freedom of speech. So why would you want to muzzle me now in another case because of one act while we have another law in effect? You be the judge. You callers, feel free to call in. This is your night. This is what I want you to understand. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. You know, don't expect any lawyer to call your programmer to give advice to the citizens of this country. If you tell a lawyer good morning in this country, he charges $300 for you to respond. Everything is money in this country. And it starts from the highest office holder down, you know. They manipulate the whole system so that the poor ordinary man can't get justice in this country. Look, for instance, this present Idi Amin government they destroyed the rent assessment board.
Yes.
For their own personal benefit because they themselves have big property all in St. Augustine. And these poor people, poor children going there from all over the country going there, had to pay $2,500 for a 10 by 10 room, sharing the same toilet, sharing the same kitchen. That is why this fella, Minister Guy Smiley, and Minister the AG could rent a building for so much money. Nobody to question it, you know, Mr. Ali. Nobody to question it.
Well said.
Digging out people are in this country, and I know with your program, we're going to continue to beat this to reinstate the rent assessment board so that these poor children in St. Augustine, that they have unscrupulous landlords and landladies digging out the idea we're going to fix the problem. God bless you, brother, and God bless Real Talk.
Thank you, my friend. This is why Real Talk was born, for the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. And who do you have running Real Talk? Saieed Ali. Anybody who feel they could walk over, feel free. I welcome you. I welcome you. But just remember, just remember when they tried to kidnap my son last year, what happened to the 3 individuals? 4 individuals, in fact. Well, one is out of the pity. He lost his life like a fool. But, so know who you're coming after. You see, I just tell people, I am here for the citizen. It doesn't matter what. I am here. Trinidad and Tobago is now realizing that there's a platform that they could call and vent their frustration and let the world know what is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago and the citizen. Just imagine a simple thing like disability grant. You know how many citizens in Trinidad and Tobago that disability grant have been cut from them? Imagine you have a man, 1 foot, he moving with a crutch, getting disability, and all of a sudden, you would hear the officer call him, hello, would you kindly come into the office, please? Now, poor fella now had to hop, he and the crutch, taking a taxi, poor car, and he going down to the office only to hear you are not qualified for disability grant anymore. So automatically he would go out. Think about it. Think about that. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saeed. First time caller, ardent listener.
Welcome to Real Talk. Where are you calling from?
I calling from Freeport.
Freeport. Welcome, Freeport.
May God bless you, and I have a big problem. You see that bridge on the Freeport Mission Road, going up to Freestyle, that bridge was down from last year, June. And they blocked that bridge. They're doing work on the bridge. Well, Monday, I had to drive a school bus to pass on the bridge. The bridge is finished. I talked to the people. They say, oh, people only passing. That's why they have to block back. They block back the bridge today. I want you to do me a favor, all the people, and find out what they intend to do with the bridge and when they open that bridge.
Okay, caller.
This is August, September.
Caller, stay on the line. Give my operator your name and your number, and we will get in touch with you tomorrow. Thank you for calling in. The opposition leader, Kamala Prasad Bisesa, via a UNC Monday night forum at Presell High School in Couva, made a comparison between both PSA President Watson Duke and the minister in the Ministry of Attorney General Fitzgerald Hines as to why Watson Duke was charged under the Sedition Act and Fitzgerald Hines was not. The opposition noted that the intention of the sedition law is to stifle people in Trinidad and Tobago. She indicated that it was ironic that while Trinidad and Tobago was celebrating 57 years of independence, the government was locking up people under the oppressive sedition law. This is why.
Today that law has no place in a free and democratic country, and therefore it should be repealed, removed, and completely taken off our statute books. I said it was ironic at the same time we celebrated 57 years of independence. On the eve of that, the government was locking up people under the oppressive law by the colonial masters, the sedition law. So can we say we have thrown up, can we say massa they really done? We cannot, because they're using the massa law to lock up people for just expressing themselves.
Welcome back, viewers. We have a caller on the line. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Listen, right? This shall have some okay. We have to change this name from independent to dependent because we have no petroleum. Where's the oil refinery?
True.
We have no sugarcane. Where's sugarcane in the industry?
True.
Where's the bauxite to be had? None. Where's the asphalt? None. So we dependent on people now. This is a dependent country. This is not independent country anymore. And all who closed it down was the PNM. UNC never closed down nothing. NAR never closed down nothing. Only PNM closed down everything. They done with train. They want to bring back train again. We only going backward. With this government, it's backward ever, forward never.
Thank you, my friend. Even Kamala, hey, hear this now. All I noticed since I started to say, well, where the UNC? I ain't hearing all I noticed is I come out. All I noticed that. This is what the citizens of Trinidad wants. We want to know that the opposition is there watching our back. We can't have a government ruling Trinidad and Tobago and doing as they please while the opposition is sitting in a corner and saying nothing. So I am grateful that the UNC now has taken it upon themselves to come out. I hope it's not just because the election is next year. I really don't want to believe that. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Saeed, about $28 billion was given to the Minister of the Ministry of Education. And today, children can't even get a roll of toilet paper. I would like them to put it out in rows how much money spent to buy this and buy that and work out for 28 million. Billion. $28 billion. And the next thing too, we love PNM. That's why we put them there.
Even Kamala wants to know why Watson Duke was charged. Why was he charged and Fitzgerald Hines was not? Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Saeed, I want to know who does mine go to air condition in Tobago. I don't know since when does mine go to Tobago in air condition.
Caller, hear this now. I hear a goat get away from my air conditioned pen, and I also heard that helicopter was looking for the goat, you know.
Yes. I write in coke can, I know that.
Thank you, my friend. The opposition questioned the decision to charge Watson Duke under the Sedition Act following his comments made back in 2018 when he noted, quote, "This is your belief, folks. This is your family. And I am sending a message clear. Let Rowley them know that the day they come for us in Wassa, we are prepared to die and the morgue will be picking up people," end quote. Caller, good night.
Hello?
Go right ahead.
Saeed?
Yes?
You hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, going back to the sedition law, doesn't the DPP know what is law and what is not law? He's not responsible for that.
Go right ahead. Yes, go right ahead.
I say, doesn't the DPP responsible for knowing what is sedition and what is not?
Well, I believe so.
Okay.
Because in order for someone to be charged, the order have to come from the DPP office. So thank you, my friend. Good question. The opposition then made reference to statement made by Minister in the Ministry of Attorney General Fitzgerald Hines when he noted, quote, "I said the UNC is badly wounded. We need to finish them out. Kill them dead. I want you to understand that on November 28th, you have the opportunity to drive a PNM Balize deep into the hearts of the wicked UNC vampires. Take a state, a stalk with a Balize on top and drive it deep within their hearts and finish them off once and for all," end quote. Who said that? He's right on your television screen. So was that not implying murder? I could be wrong, you tell me. Caller, good night.
Good night, Said.
Go right ahead.
Dr. Rowley handpicked the Commissioner of Police to do his dirty work. Now, you expect a handpicked Commissioner of Police, by the PNM to lock up a PNM? No, they just lock up Marlene, just to show we lock up Marlene. But Marlene did deserve that. But you expect Rowley or the Commissioner of Police to lock up Fitzgerald Hines? No, he come there only for the UNC people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Now listen this, viewers. You're going to love this. The opposition questioned which statement was worse. Whether it is quoted, a man who say we are about to die for our rights, or someone who threatened to kill them dead.
So what is worse? A man who tells his union members that we are prepared to die for our rights, or another one, Hines, who is telling people, kill them. But nothing is wrong. I ask you, which is worse? There is no investigation on him, no charge, no protest from the government for Hines, while the other is being prosecuted and persecuted.
Minister in the Office of the Attorney General, Fitzgerald Hines, later slammed the opposition, quote, "desperate attempts to rope him into the sedition saga," end quote. Nobody is trying to pull you into the saga. Wasn't that your quote on a platform? How many of you would agree with me? Wasn't that quote coming from him on a platform? So I want to ask you again concerning the sedition law and the freedom of speech. Which one do we follow? Because I have the right to come here every night and educate you and highlight issues, whether it be political, whether it be drainage, whether it be water, whether it be electricity, whether it be the hospital. I have a right to come here and to inform you and to educate you on a daily basis. That is my right. Now we have a Sedition Act now in effect. So am I to talk free? Or should I be careful that I might be muzzled? So I wouldn't have the freedom of speech to come here to tell you what is what. Am I afraid? No. Am I afraid that they would send a pre-action protocol? No. Am I afraid that they will try to muzzle my mouth, having a talk show and exposing the truth? No. You know why? I understand. I have the freedom of speech. I am in media. I have my own show. I have the freedom of speech. And you, as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, have it also. But I am asking, would somebody in the DPP office feel free to call in and explain how could we have two laws in effect? Who are we fooling? Call a good night. Are we fooling ourselves? Or are those in authority not coming out and explain to the public, those lawyers, those magistrates, those advisors, come out and tell us. The public wants to know. The public wants to know, where do we stand? How do we go about talking free if we know we could muzzle? Well, then you are taking away our freedom of speech. You are taking away our freedom to express what is bothering us. You are taking away the freedom to protest for bad roads. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. This is Real Talk. I am Saieed Ali.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
You know, I would love for a lawyer to call in, Serious, Because I am in a maze right now. And I would really like to come out of it. And I am definitely sure Trinidad and Tobago would also like to come out of this maze we are in. Do we go left or do we go right? Or do we stand in the center like a fool or a clown? While we have those at the head who refuse to come and let the people know which law really exists. Call a good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, well, Saeed, we want to know when the Minister Health bringing solution to do blood tests for thyroid patient in San Fernando General Hospital. When he making 4 years, we never got blood test in San Fernando General Hospital.
Wow. Thank you, my friend. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service rolled out their new traffic and road safety initiative on Tuesday in the city of Port of Spain. Senior Superintendent Sharon Gomez Cooper is asking the driving citizen to abide by the laws in Trinidad and Tobago, and she is urging them to expect an increase of police officers on the Nation Road as the TTPS will be fully using the motorbike gifted to them by the Chinese government. Senior Superintendent Sharon Gomez Cooper spoke to the media on Tuesday in the city of Port of Spain.
So we are requesting the drivers to please comply with the traffic laws. We do not want persons driving on the shoulder. We do not want persons overtaken indiscriminately. We want persons complying with the laws, with the speed limits, right? Because we are there to look after the welfare, and anyone found breaking any of the laws of Trinidad and Tobago, we are there to.
Now, viewers, finally we are going to see more police on the road. I want to thank the highway patrol officers who are also coming out on the southbound and on the northbound from Port of Spain to San Fernando and from San Fernando to Port of Spain. They are there every morning ensuring that safety is done on the Nation Road, or safety is applied on the national roads of Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to thank the highway patrol officers for coming out early in the morning and doing that. The Commissioner of Police, Mr. Gary Griffith, has confirmed that at least 100 tasers were already in circulation in the TTPS, with over 100 officers having been trained to utilize the non-lethal weapon. The Commissioner of Police is working on changing the TTPS by firstly issuing a new badge that will be used by the TTPS, and also facilitating the TTPS with new buses to deal with massive amount of persons when officers carry out their duty. Top Cop Gary Griffith noted that the tasers were distributed to various first response units, including the Emergency Response Patrol, the Guard and Emergency Branch, and the various arms of Division Task Force. Now, as this is in effect, come back to me, guys. This is what I want to find out. How much money was spent on body cameras, tasers, and other non-lethal weapons to facilitate the TTPS? And who got the contract? How many money? Who got the contracts? This is what I want to know. So am I acting on the freedom of act, the freedom of speech, or do you want to muzzle me because I am asking a simple question? Who got the contract and how many money was spent? To my good friend, Colonial, good night to you. I know you are locked down, you and your family. So viewers, Yes, the top couple have an initiative. Yes, we understand that safety is a priority in Trinidad and Tobago. To the top cup, please come out and address the nations on who got the contract and how many money was spent. Because of the fact that I want to let you understand, according to our short friend, Finance Minister Colin Imbud, we are in a boom. The economy has changed. But for some workers, it is BAM! We have no job anymore. No salary anymore. No taxes. We can't even get our incentive. Where's our pension? But we booming in Trinidad and Tobago. Anisha, my friend, good night to you. I love this word, boom. I know that's your favorite KFC word, you know. Kola, good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Just now, when the budget come and the gas price go up, all the motorbike they bring, they go pack it up and they go buy bike and start to ride bike.
Bicycle?
Yeah, bicycle. They go start to ride bicycle instead of motorbike. That's how the finance minister going to raise gas price for the budget that come in.
Thank you, my friend. What I'm waiting to see also, Vemcut in South, they have a lot of vehicle park up. A lot of vehicle. What I am waiting to see is when time to change oil in the motorbike. I want to know how they allocated money. When time to service these bikes and them, I want to know where they allocated money from. And how long will these bikes actually be in effect in Trinidad? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. Well, it's easy to find money. If they stop bubble, corruption, thieving, and underhand dealing by 5%, they have money to buy 100 more motorbikes and maintain all motorbikes and the vehicles. We will take all the money from Calabash Foundation. Mr. Saeed, we must not forget that if you give, when this PNM government had the Family Day celebration in Tabakit, they dress up a woman in a sari, and they had men dress up like gorilla, going to rape her. I find they should charge them what they're inciting to rape people who are dressed up in sari. That's what they're inciting.
I understand.
And that should be a charge. Not only charge, Watson Duke is a union leader. He have all rights to represent the people and make certain statements.
Correct.
And he never said he go kill people, you know.
No.
Just like Mr. Sat Maharaj, he said, the lazy, you lock you up. You want to charge him. Thank you very much, Mr. Saeed.
Thank you, my friend. You see, what draw my attention to this is the Sedition Act is that you want to stifle, you want to muzzle, but yet we have the freedom of speech. So this is what draw my attention. And I've been following it from Watson Duke. If you are a leader of the union, you have the freedom of speech. You represent the Public Service Association. So if you do not represent them, and they have the freedom of speech, well, then something wrong. Being a leader, you represent. You have to talk freely on behalf of the PSA. Am I wrong? Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead.
Just calling. Yes, they're saying that things change with the economy and whatnot. But why are they cutting parents that getting disability grant for their kids?
Thank you,
I'm one of the parents that used to get the grant, and now they just stopped it.
But did they say why they stopped it?
No, they did not.
No reasons, no explanation, nothing?
Nope.
Wow.
And
Thank you, my dear. The Ministry of Works and Transport will be increasing the fleet of PTSC buses by 2021 as the government tries to deal with country existing traffic problem. The country's existing traffic problem. Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinana noted that there will be an entire new management system to maintain buses properly. The public transport service will be facilitated with 300 new buses as of the normal 25-seater facilitated every year. Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinanan spoke at a public transport service cooperation PTSC bus viewing ceremony and lighting of the PTSC building at City Gate on South Key, Port of Spain last Friday. Sinanan noted that in a country where a population of 1.3 million people, there are close to 1 million vehicles. Mr. Sinanan also noted that the number of vehicles was the reason for several problems on the nation's roadway, including traffic, pollution, and damage to infrastructure. How a vehicle would cause damage to infrastructure? How a vehicle would cause a pothole on the road? Come out and say something. Come out. Heavy vehicles are licensed through licensing office, and if there's a law that a vehicle that is extra heavy for the road, like some 12-wheelers and 15-wheelers and things, if they are too heavy for the road, why are licensing office licensing these vehicles? Who is the Ministry of Works and who is the Minister of Works and Transport? Rohan Sinanan. Who have the power in his hand to stop licensing office from licensing these extra heavy vehicles? Me? I am not the Minister of Works and Transport. So if there's a problem with the vehicle, mashing up the road, for God in heaven's sake, pass a law that vehicles, 15-wheelers, will no longer be facilitated in Trinidad, or 12-wheelers will no longer be facilitated in Trinidad due to the damage of the roads. It is that simple. And these days, we have some, how should I say, company limited, some companies fixing the road that when a box cat pass, the pitch coming out. Am I wrong? How many of you have noticed that? We're on the highway, running 90 miles per hour, and we like to see surfing. Trinidad. The Ministry of Works and Transport will be working to change the transport system in Trinidad and Tobago. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yeah, brother, I'm just calling to say God bless you and keep up the good work. This is the gentleman who normally send you prayers.
Thank you, my brother. I do appreciate every single text of prayers that you send to me. I do appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and I'll continue, and God bless you.
Thank you, my friend. We're having a problem with the road. The vehicle is too heavy. It's mashing up the road. Okay? You realize there's a problem. So what are you waiting on? Calling an urgent meeting with your advisors, with the licensing officers. What are you waiting on? If you realize this is the problem, well, oh God, by God's grace, bestowed upon you the holy portfolio as the minister in the Ministry of Works and Transport, call a meeting with the heads and fix the problem. Because we have some 12-wheelers on the road. Whoa, when that truck passes next day, you swear you're blowing off the highway. I am very serious. I just be on the highway day and night. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yesterday, coming from Port of Spain with the government bus, and the air conditioner working, and you have to run from seat to seat. Water falling on top of you right to the side of the bus. Works and Transport Minister, them are spending no money behind bus. How they go spend behind road?
Thank you, my friend. You see, the thing is, as long as you are a minister, in a certain ministry and you see certain things want fixing, oh God, by God, great, fix it now. We have to beg. I have to beg you to fix the road. We have to beg all you to fix the health centers. We have to beg all you to make sure that I'm medicine in the hospital. We have to beg all you to fix the school. We have to beg all you to help the children collect the, oh God, how you call it again? Scholarship money. Oh God, grace. Huh? And every 5 years, all you come begging now. All you put we in power. As I talking about, I remember when the PM come along to Shogunas, give me a chance. Day. A chance for what? What did you do for Shogunas? I live in Shogunas. You know what I'm going to love one of these days, viewers? If some minister will say, Said, we coming on your show. Some PNM minister call and say, Said, I'm coming on your show. Let we have some real talk. Well, believe me, I invited our UNC minister one time. So we're going to have a debate. What you do for what you didn't do. I'm telling you. But you know, they're going to come on real talk. Because I go against some real question. Hey, Trinidad sweet, you know. Trinidad sweet. But we need to fix the crime. You see, I give TTPS a tool to work with. I give the magistrate a tool to work with. No bail. And that's the best tool you could ever get. Call a good night.
Yeah, good night, Said.
Go right ahead.
If we have any minister of agriculture in Trinidad, boy?
I wonder if he's still in Trinidad, yes?
Because what? Since he come in power, we never see no way back course to come and service any farmer or any kind of thing, or tell him anything about flood victim or any kind of thing. Because they're supposed to send him Canada, America to see how agriculture operates there. First priority, the world is Canada, America. You know?
Yes.
I went to the farm book in Canada, I could tell you, it's money they pay them like that to do agriculture.
To make sure.
To make sure that people have food in the world to eat.
Yep.
Yeah, but he are doing nothing in Trinidad this month.
Thank you, my friend. Cuba South MP, Rudinat Indar Singh, is questioning the government as to where their priorities lies, as the Cuba West Secondary School is currently experiencing some problems with its plumbing system. As a result of such problems, Indar Singh noted that the school was dismissed at 1 p.m. on Monday and 11 a.m. on Tuesday and 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Where is Anthony Garcia? Indar Singh estimated that the cost of repair is just around $100,000. However, he indicated that the government was finding funds for various projects and to purchase of painting instead of prioritizing the education of the nation children, I do apologize. Cuba South MP, Mr. Indar Singh, spoke to another media outlet on Thursday. In a response, the Ministry of Education noted a meeting was held with the ministry official representative of the National Maintenance Training and Security Company Limited, MTS Security, and the Water and Sewage Authority, that is WASA, on Wednesday to address the issue affecting the school. The minister said that there should be some improvement in the situation from Thursday. So you all wait till school open back to fix the problem. You see, this is the problem with ministers, and this is the problem with their advisors. Where do you all be when school go on vacation? Do you all take vacation also? You see, the thing is, teachers cannot come out and protest. But you know who could raise the highlight? You know who could highlight it? You know who could raise it to the public domain and bring it on national television? Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Simple. Said, you know, there's a problem in so-and-so school, come down and check you out now. All right, no problem. And we highlighting it. If you can't protest, I protesting for you. I sticking on the minister like a leech. I talking to them, hey, that problem need fixing, address it, that is your portfolio. That's just me. That is just me. How do you get things done in Trinidad and Tobago? Call good night.
Good night, Saeed. How are you going?
Are you good?
Yes, I want to ask you a question. Anybody on the borough, the 14 borough of Trinidad and Tobago, when contractors come in to pitch the road, the inspectors from the borough that go there and make sure they do a good job? As they talk about it, when the truck pass and it make a hole, substantial material they're using.
Correct.
Anybody that go there from the corporation, all corporations have traveling inspectors. Let's go and say, Saeed, let me see how you're fixing that hole. You cannot throw asphalt in a hole with water.
No.
When a vehicle pass on it, it'll start to dig up.
Yes.
Now, if you come to apply to me for a job site, and you want to fix road, or you want to be a minister of works and transport, I ask you, what is your experience?
Yes.
Can you fix a road? You know about fixing road? You're from Siram, you used to work with any one of them big company. You just can't take people and tell them, go and be the Ministry of Works. If people hitting him a shot, he wouldn't know.
True.
He wouldn't know if your fella building a house for you, Saeed. And that fella hit you a shot putting on a brick there. You wouldn't know because you're there.
True, true.
But it's only when your house cracked, then you will know. But you don't care because if somebody paying for it, just like the government.
Yes.
So none of money are paying for the road, so he don't care. And the 14 corporations have inspectors. I could never see they pave a road. Let me say, pay a road by you day. And 2 weeks after it dig up, all you have to hold the traveling inspector accountable. Have a nice evening, sir.
Thank you, my friend. And that is so true. That is so true. Not too long, the borough of Shogunas, they sent a construction crew with hoe and shovel to cut grass right in front of my house. Right in front of my house. These fellas called me, Saeed, come. Went over the road, you know me, being fast now. So I went over the road, said, what's up, morning fellas? Morning, Saeed. Saeed, we are the construction crew from the borough in Shogunas. And they sent us to cut drain. Not to cut drain, to cut the grass. And this is what they sent me with. A rake, a shovel, and a hoe. We are the construction. The supervisor was there. He said, Saeed, what do you think about this? We the construction crew and they put me to cut grass. Look at it there. Look at it there. Watch. Look how my boy cutting grass. Watch. Eh? Oh, let's think it easy. Look at it. Eh? All I feel like is be talking foolishness. Look facts there to back it up. Look at that, watch. And all I want to know what side bringing to the table. I bring in Pomsite. Chow. I bring in anti-gang legislation up and running. I bring in child sex offender registry up and running with your name and address in the public domain. What I bring in again? No bill for firearm. Talk now. The Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, received a courtesy call from the United States Ambassador Joseph N. Mondello at Whitehall today, Wednesday, the 4th of September 2019. During the meeting, Dr. Rowley was introduced to Mr. David. Mr. David assumed duties as Deputy Chief of Mission at the U.S. Embassy in Port of Spain on the 11th of July 2019, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago has formally relocated to the original office of the Prime Minister, to the Whitehall in Port of Spain, today, Wednesday, 4th September 2019. So, the PM is in the White House. Thank God it's the White House of Trinidad and Tobago, not the White House of the United States. Something would have been definitely wrong there. It's not about race, Saieed is not about race and religion, I am who I am. Viewers, the rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. I do apologize for not coming live last night. I was tired to the core, so I do apologize. But we will be right back here Thursday night with Real Talk to give you more updates on what is taking place with the issues in Trinidad and Tobago. Why did I decide to launch Real Talk? Just for you. Just for the people who don't have a voice, to give you a voice so you could call on national television and say, Saieed, I am a 1-foot man and they cut my disability. You see, I want the world to understand what is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. That is what I want. And nobody ain't muzzling me on that No Sedition Act. You know why? Because I have the freedom of speech. So know how you're coming. And I want you, the citizen, to understand you are free to express yourself. You are free to talk about a situation in your community. You are totally free. I am not Watson Duke. I am Saieed Ali. And I am saying, I have the freedom of speech. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but it gave me great pleasure to come here before my camera and the world to bring to you Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Viewers, be safe until we meet again. Enjoy.